Yo, Photex. Morning. Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Yo, Photex. Oop, sorry about that echo. Welcome, welcome. First here, you've been banned from this chat. No way. Oh, did you see the bounce? One second. Sorry. I am still fidgeting. You get something going real quick. Alrighty. Get this party on the road. What's going on, listless? Bro, you're so clutch. I just woke up. So I have not even taken a peek at the patch. Kill me now? Are you Rick? What happened? What did I miss? Wait, guys, let's take a look at the patch together. Dude, is it juicy? This is looking kind of fat. There's at least 3 pages. Got my booster yesterday and... Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. Feel better, man. I hope your arm is not as bad as mine was. Like, you can't really sleep on that side. Just soreness. I don't know if you have any other symptoms, but feel better, man. Rick, have you seen the patch? Alright, take a look at the patch. Okay. Let me, actually, let me see if I could just share this with everyone. Sorry, Scuff stream. Is this visible? Oh, never mind. It's not gonna work. RIP. Oh well. Whoever wants to see the patch, it is in the Discord. It worked? Oh, I don't think it was. It was just capturing the browser. It wasn't allowing me to scroll down. Hey, good evening, Crit. Crit, did you look at the patch already? Am I the only one who has not seen the patch? Lots of LD buffs, no LD champs, so whatever. Oh, is it only LD? Cause that kind of, I don't know if I like that. Glitch, what's going on? Good morning. Praise Urzak, viable PvP stripper now. Poggers. Nice. Okay. Let me take a look. Whoever wants to follow along, I can just send the link in chat. How about that? Look on your way home. Sorry, I'm still trying to slowly get things going. I woke up a little late. As in, I just opened my eyes like maybe 30-40 minutes ago. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, first thing on, checking the gold shop. I think I already did that. Let me see my dispatches. There we go. This is what I need to do. I guess I just need to keep resetting these until I can grab more legendaries. Alright, let's see. E. Bounty. Alright, let me make sure people know we're live. Whoops, that is not the right. Yeah, the LD's got some needed buffs. Oh, that's awesome then. I mean, I know most of the LDs are a little underwhelming. It is unfortunate for anyone that just hasn't been lucky enough. But Rick, that means an LD's coming soon, huh? And Listless has like all the LDs. Oh, Listless, I'm pretty sure you are hyped. Alright, let me start a 10 run. Actually, no, let me start Endless Trials. And let me have a look. Really sure what this song is. Go with the next, sorry. Alright. Under what's going on? Try scam stones for CR and get Balb. We're trying 3 days for Zitlin and get Desmond. Ugh. I mean, what are the epics? That's usually how what I make my decision maker crit. It's got good epics because you know what are the odds are actually getting the legendary. It's a nice bonus, but unless you got streamer luck crit. Kinda stuck without nats, so just farming for glyphs to get gear for the event, and stupid basic crystals to 6-star stumping. Nice. I mean, at least you're still grinding. You're still investing in your future, Rick. You're like maintaining right now. Getting ready for the global launch. It's a good thing. Super hyped for global, let's go. Nice. Me too, dude. It's like 3 days? 3 days. Man, I remember thinking about it being months away. Finally here. Not just Eve, Dark Nick, Imogen, still missing a few. That's still a nasty amount, Listless. That's a gross amount. 3 LD legendaries. If only. In my dreams. Alright, I'm getting distracted. For anyone who wants to follow along, I'm starting at the very beginning. I don't know. You guys have probably already looked. New sub-story stages, that's kind of cool. What were the rewards for the sub-story, the early ones? Wasn't it like 100 diamonds or 50 diamonds? That's what I gotta do. Just swap over a set real quick. I got Gibeg last time. Well, I mean, I think that used up like your luck, right? You can't get another legendary from Scam Stones for at least a few months. I'd say epics are not super either pool. I mean, the real question is, what epics do you need, crit? and then we can make our decision. What duplicates do you need? Got Cracker like month 8 in SW, took another 3 years to get another one. Yeah, my LD's my LD luck in SW was okay. But I was a big, like I summoned a lot. I didn't really farm anything. But I pulled Wunsa and then Lucifer, the light demon. Dude, Kraka's like always a really interesting unit. She's like a damage dealer that revives everyone. I'm only familiar with her from the TOA floors, to be honest. You did your endless trials. You do 70, right, Rick? Took 4 hours. Worth it though, man. Worth it. Alright. I can't get distracted. Added a new battle scenario in Void Tower. Does that just mean like a background? Summon spoggers? Wait, were the sub stories were summons? I thought they were just 100 diamonds, but still pretty nice. Oh, like I know it, yeah. The future ones? Are you referring to the future summon rotations crit? I thought you would just look into like a crystal ball. Okay, so next, new magic pass. King of Dwarfs brand. Hey, listless. You called that one. They nerfed Brand because they were gonna make him a magic pass unit. Sounds about right. Wow, some nice quality of life changes. Now able to select which rarity of heroes to consume for quick promote. It's always nice. Unlocking auto battle function after clearing 1-4. What was it before? Was it later than that? Wait, guys, why did they delete the 14th of January, this update? When I woke up, I was looking at the server and it said 2 messages were deleted. Maybe they have some feedback to change, or hey, nice. They added a quick swap function in gear. Wait, gear enhancement. Quick swap function and gear enhancement. Okay, that's nice. That's not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like quick swap for the gear management. Okay, it's right here. Never mind. Added sort function. Oh, wait, no. This isn't. This is. Is this a quick swap for your gear? Or is it just the enhancement? This is not what I wanted. Alright, right here. Best artifact in the game. Troll's Treasure. Actually, probably not the best, but it's the best purple for sure. I think Oathbound is my favorite legendary. 500 IQ zoomer. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what epics or dupes I need. Well, have you hit like max trait for your Natalia? Max trait for William? I think you have, right? Here we go. Listless has the list. Santis, Jacob, Hackran, Scarlet, William, Nat, Zatlux. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I see. I think they released the patch notes too early. It was supposed to be posted tomorrow. Oh, wait. So are these patch notes for tomorrow? I thought these were just like, this is what's gonna happen on global launch. Alright. Let me continue. Oh, oh, wait. Light and dark element heroes plus 30 precision when attacking wood, fire, and water. Is that kind of like... I mean, that makes light and dark units just initially better, right? Plus 30 precision against non-LD. RIP anyone trying to go with the agility builds, unless it's on an LD unit. Nat and Willie are max trades. That needs one ascension for max trade. Yeah, and also the additional dupes after ascension are kind of clutch. You know, that's free stats. That's gonna make those like nuker units require less gear. Plus 15 speed allows you to go for more DPS. Getting the other ascension on Nat and William. Yeah. Well, I think I agree with Listless. You don't like Ricard crit? You need to sort out the puppy and get a drink. Alright, man. Alright, let me continue. Added function to open multiple reward chests from backpack. Kinda nice. Is it instead of having to do it one by one, or... Yeah. Emojin. They're touching Emojin. So they're giving her an extra stack and then making her coefficient less RNG. Are you not woken up yet? No, Crit, I'm definitely not. I told you, man, I opened my eyes. I mean, now it's been like 40-50 minutes. But I'm like trying to eat breakfast right now. Chug as much water as I can. Hope it was about his list of epics. Oh, okay. Scuff stream again, yeah. Always a scuff stream. So you weren't agreeing with the Ricard. Wait, how's your Charles going, Crit? Charles Dark Orc, tell me about him. Going for the pyramid. I see you. Urian. Man, I'm gonna need to look at the like the index while I'm comparing it to this document. You have both Urian and Light Orc. They'll be good. Hey. Hey, welcome home, welcome home. How's work? Good? Love you. After this, I'll pull him up. Okay, Urian. Where is Urian at? Okay, let me look at the trait. So critical strikes by this character grant a shield. So they're completely changing that? Grants this character elemental advantage. Damn, so that's like 50% damage, right? Doesn't elemental advantage give you 50% more damage? Pretty poggers. We have light shot. He's getting a stun? Okay, okay. I'm not sure if that's better than, Does anyone have Urian built? Where's Jokar at? Do you prefer a stun over a buff steal? I guess it depends on the situation. Like for some, like for dungeons, for example. I don't know if you'd bring Urian to a dungeon, but I'd prefer a buff steal over a stun. 'Cause you can't really stun the bosses. I don't know. Definitely more clutch in PvP where he probably shines. Okay, let's look at the second one. Did you manage floor 40 with the comp? And Thasia makes meh. So you did, what's your comp? Brand, Charles, Blackhorn, and Hackrin, right? You really just have to build focus on pretty much all of them. And then go for like the taunt CC route. Or are you not able to kill her? Is that the issue? Because I think Charles, like if you get him just stacked on defense. Personally, I had my Charles and then my CC unit, which would be like your brand, at least 160, so they're faster. Definitely helped. Beer, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am looking at the 14th balance patch. They deleted it, but we have it in a document. I'm not sure if you checked it out already, but we are reviewing the units. Quite a few LDs. Let me continue. Okay, so flashing Periette. Oh, okay, I see it. So that's where they put the... I guess I just have to wait till I'm done with the entire kit. That's where they put the buff strip, buff steel. Oh man. Goika. Urian looks nasty now. He's got an AoE defense down. I'm not sure if it's a big or a little one. But that is amazing. and then it still grants the shield. So they put the shield from his trait onto his ultimate. That's pretty clutch. So that's gonna give him some survivability after turn 1, or round 1. Damn, yeah, buff Orion. There's like lots of LDs. Boyka, Orion looks pretty nuts now. I don't know if he's gonna be like the main DPS though. He might be a really strong setup to bring with a cleave. I mean, he's light, right? And then also he gets elemental advantage. They just buffed LD characters for plus 30 precision. Yeah, he's always gonna be hitting those defense downs. That's crazy. GZ. Alright, Crazed Urzag is next. Oh my gosh. The Bloodlust grants 1 parry when using an ability max 3 stacks. Not sure. Okay, parry right here. Each stack reduces damage taken by 15%. Oh, okay, that's nice. Are they trying to make him a tank now? I think his current kit, this current trait is makes me believe he wants to do damage. But the trait they're changing it to gives him 3 parry stacks as the max. Each stack reduces damage by 15%, removes 1 stack when attacked. It's pretty cool. Strike. Ooh, man, we needed an unhealable, so that's really strong. Deals damage to an enemy and applies unhealable for 2 turns. I like it. Right, I mean, we don't really have too many unhealable units, right? There's Dark Nick, Freya, Poland's. There might be another one. It'll definitely help for PvP, all those tanky healing comps. At least we hope, right? Because there are a few cleansers though. Okay, so yeah, Stripper, that's nice. Wait, what did they change? 1 second. Each strike has a 30% chance to remove 1 positive effect. Did they change anything here? Doesn't really look like it. Oh, wait, yeah, they did. They gave him a passive? Or is it like a passive for this ability? It's kind of like confusing to read. Because there's so many bullets underneath the character's name. Oh, that's nice though. Grants 1 rage when an ally uses an ability. So it is a passive for this ability right here. Grants 1 rage when an ally uses an ability. Uses the active of this ability when it has 5 rages. That's sweet. So he's like, Wow. He's a really strong stripper. Okay, let's look at the ultimate. Does damage to an enemy with extra damage if the target has 50% or less. Okay, let me... If kills an enemy, launches a bonus attack with bloodshed. Ooh, so I mean, I guess you could go like with some damage since he's getting a mitigation trait. Pretty poggers. I'm not sure how he is now though. Boyka, have you built him up? How does he fare with this ignore defense? Nice. GG, easy crit. Easy. Okay, Dark Nick. Increase the oh, let me pull him up. So I like Crazed Urzag. It looks like they're making him a stripper, just as Listless said earlier. But unhealable on the basic. Some damage mitigation with the trait, and then a nasty passive on this. It didn't look like they changed this. They just added the rage passive. Right here, from here to here. And then the ultimate's pretty interesting because if you get a kill with this, it's going to launch the buff strip. So I think Crazed Urzag is the buff stripper now. Buff stripper unhealable. I'm excited to see how people plan on building him. Both of them are level 50, so can't say anything certain. No worries. I'm excited for you. Excited for anyone who has Crazed Urzag and your Ryan. And Imogen, to be honest. Imogen didn't have a crazy buff. But still, alright, so Dark Nick is next. Man, I really like these units with multiple skills. So unique. Okay, so they increase the damage scaling with health loss by this character on both Dark Sword and Calamity. So that's just more damage. Always nice. Wait, what is Dark Avatar State? Fixed a bug where damage decreases after entering Dark Avatar State. Listless, do you know anything about that? I know yours is 6-star, level 60. You haven't built up. You said you use them on defense. I haven't actually gone up against a well-built Dark Nick. I'm sure there is one out there, but I'm a pleb in arena. I always assumed this guy's name was Light Nick because I don't know why. I really don't know why. Darken Nick and then just regular Nick. Okay. Noted. Now enhances the stats of all surviving allies. Holy shit. Dude, that's insane, right? Now enhances the stats of all surviving allies by 100% of the caster's attack. And that is Holy Sword. So instead of just one random ally, it's all of the surviving allies. That's pretty poggers. Holy cow. I guess Ace is really trying to bring LD legendaries like in a different tier. This is damage scaled wrong after the swap of abilities. Yeah, I don't know, Chris. I don't have one, man. I've never seen it or tested it. I wish I have. Listen, you have to put your Dark Nick as your rep so I can try him out. But for Light Nick, Under, don't you have Light Nick? Who is Light Nick in here? I feel like this is like a sort of a whale balance, but I get it. Borden was changed. Oh, what's going on? I miss. Okay, Borden right here. Let's see the trait. But it may only be triggered. Oh, that's nice. So, I mean, is it nice? So they changed it instead of being able to trigger it 2 times per battle. So that's like no cooldown on it, right? I'm not sure. I don't have Borden built, but this is how I'm taking it. So there's no cooldown on this one, but there is just a limit. And now they're changing it so there's no limit, but there is a cooldown. So it can be triggered every 4 rounds, and when max ascended, it is 3 rounds. I mean, you like that for any long battle, right? It's pretty good. I'm not sure if like the cooldown is gonna ruin his burst damage for PvP somehow. I don't know. People in Discord are saying this is a nerf because you could do it 3 times in a row and now only 2. Oh, I get. You could do the ultimate 3 times. Yeah, it's a nerf for burst damage, buff for long battle. How you doing, Wuna? Alright, Valyria is next. Trait. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. Bill Blanche is near. I forgot to buy the battle pass. No! Photex! You missed out on your Tia. Okay, let's look. Extended reduces all ability by 1 turn upon the death of an enemy and grants attack up. That is that's nice. So is that's only when it's ascended, right? I mean, I like it because before you kind of had to plan for your teammates dying for this to be effective. Any other situation, and it is not really helpful. Doing great. Wano, what are your thoughts about this, the 14th balance? I mean, that's a buff for Valyria. I'll take it. I will take it. Fire Zach. I'm back. Welcome back, man. How's your puppy? Okay, so when an ally defeats... Ooh, okay, that's nice. So he no longer has to defeat an enemy. Rumor in the mill is... Oh, Photex. He absolutely is. This is kind of nice. So when an ally defeats an enemy, launches a bonus attack can be triggered once per round. That is always nice. When a damage dealer does not have to take a move on their turn, for example, Ciara. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure how it's going to fare like in the end game, but it definitely helps in the progression level or stages. Zachary defeats an enemy, launches a bonus attack with no limit of... Oh my gosh, okay. Is that a... So it's just his trait, right? And then like an additional bonus to his trait is when Zachary defeats an enemy, launches a bonus attack with no limit of uses. Dude, yeah, Brandon Zach, really strong combo for new players. It's old brand Photex. Firebrand. I think they released their patch notes early, so that's yeah, people just have it. They saved it. Clutch people. Listless was able to help me out. I just woke up like an hour ago, so everything was deleted when I came back. Dirty Eddie, thank you so much for that follow. We are reviewing the Ace balance patch. How are you doing today? Alright, Kane. Kane is next. So Zachary is like, Crit, are you excited? Crit, I know you built up Zach. How do you feel? Imagine putting Light Brand in the Battle Pass. Yeah, that'd be insane. At what Ascension trait numbers do we get brands? Oh, so it's like max trait? It's 2. You need 2 duplicate brands for the max trait. You already have a brand, foe? Haven't tested, but that's definitely a good buff. You haven't used your Zac yet? You just 6-star Ascensioned him. Straight to ungear. Jogar! Good evening. It's good morning. Good morning here. Good morning from me to you. Good evening. How about that? Dude, how are you feeling about your Urian? Today? Not wait. I don't think like the balance patch is it's not out yet to test yet. No worries. Not sure yet. Have to see the multis. Joker, I think he's gonna be nice. I'm hyped for you, man. They did an innate buff to all the LD units, plus 30 precision against non-LD units. That's always nice. And then Urian's gonna have elemental advantage, that's 50% damage. And then he has an AoE defense down. That's so strong. He might not be the nuker, but he's gonna be crazy setup for a cleave, right? And it depends if it's a big defense down or a small defense down. Alright, where's Kane at? Where's that bear at? Kane. It's 50 precision too. Yeah. Lots of precision. RIP any agility any agility non-LD units. Oh, I see you, Listless. Trying to come for my money. Working on food for Charlie. Okay, nice. Charlie? For Charlie? Charles is OP crit. I'm excited. Alright, I get distracted. Sorry, guys. First strike has... Let me see. Bear Claw. I don't know. Is that useful anywhere? Maybe? The first strike has a 100% chance to remove one positive effect. Each strike afterwards has a 30%. I mean, I guess somewhere. Maybe against like a Yolanda guard buff. I don't know. So some dungeon adjustments. Reduce the health of Tide Guard. I have no idea what that is. I'm an Ash gamer. Wait. So they fixed a bug for Valak. Is Valak still strong, right? It's a bug where poison from corrupting roots can be applied multiple times in a turn. Interesting. Bug fixes. Oh, so they fixed Hector's AI. That's pretty clutch. Fixed an error where a Veriset does not affect Orc's combo. It's nice. So a Veriset on Fire Orc. Pretty poggers. Niklas fixed a bug where Holy Sword could result in the game crash. Too OP crashes the game. Fixed. Yeah, I'm liking this. Fixed a bug, so Queen of Tides, some touches. Overall, yeah, Urzag. Sorry, chat. Let's see. Light Urzag will be nuts in Guild Wars. I agree. Nuts. Absolutely. I mean, Light Urzag's gonna be nuts in PvP now. He's got a heal block. He's like the anti-buff stripper. And I'm sure you can even build damage on him because of the mitigation from his trait now. Vera, Avarice. Every time you say Avarice, I think you're saying Avera. Is it Avarice? I don't know. AoE set. Something like that. Not bad. Not bad. I like it. Why are you trying to take my money, Jokar? Alright, if I take the L right now, I'm one and done today. Let me see. Elemental advantage. I'm gonna get a battle royale going. Hyper Guild Wars? Are you Photex? Let me look at that patch note that they sent out. It was kind of like a teaser for what's gonna happen in 2020, right? Unique heroes in... Wow, okay. I don't know. They didn't really have a date for everything, but it's cool to know that it's coming in 2022. I have a lot of, you know, all of us are raid players. We're used to hearing coming soon. I usually don't get my hypes too high. I don't want to be let down. But more new heroes with more unique gameplay and team comps, more cool monthly events, more dungeons and challenging stages, real-time PvP, guild wars, guild dungeons, and much more. There will be a large update on 115 to prepare for the grand opening. Hey, 1K diamonds. More gear dungeons as well. Guild dungeons, yeah. I'm curious what guild dungeons is. Okay, diamonds is a nice thank you. Yeah, more dungeons. Does that mean more sets? Vampire gear sets? Lifesteal? That'd be nice. Any of those extra additional sets from like Summoner's War, Epic 7, Raid, like an Ignore Defense set. We got Savage in Ace, that would be nice. Always amazing. We got a crit damage set. That'd be pretty good. There's a lot of special sets that they can make. Yeah, immunity sets, I wonder. Those usually come later. Yeah, totally. Totally. That's like, shoot, what is that Grim Reaper? I don't even remember. Crit damage, destroy sets, sets that I don't know, increase your speed. It'd be interesting in this game. I don't know if they'd bring out a set that increase your speed based off of how low your HP was. Yeah, I'm excited. Immunity. Ignore defense. Shoot, even increasing focus. Some more stat sets, right? Maybe they come out with a dodge set. Hype. Hype. It's a lot to be done in a year, right? Crit damage sets. They should just change the crit rate 4P set to the crit damage set. Immunity set will probably be put in, yeah, RTA. RTA? Who's hyped for RTA? I'm always hyped for RTA until it actually comes out. And then I'll never do it. I'll complain about how I don't have the gear for it. But Guild Wars is always fun. Guild Wars has to be one of the first pieces of content they release. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm not sure how long they're going to be waiting because global launch is in 3 days. I don't know how much. Yeah, soft launch players have been almost playing for 2 months. I'm interested in how long they're going to plan on waiting. A lot of promises, some may be empty. Yeah, I don't really have my hopes too high, just because I've played Raid Shadow Legends. Their main motto in that game is soon. And when they say soon, it means years from now. Good afternoon. Hey, how you doing, teammate? Teammate, I'm sorry about your party of 3. I really, I swore that I was the last one to take it on. You have a 1-minute Ash team in months to farm gear. You should be ready. Hopefully. I don't know if I have enough diamonds for a 1-minute Ash team. If you suck at the game, RTA sucks. Yeah, I usually suck at the game. I'm like a silver, gold quality. Bronze. Yeah, 1 month. Do you think 1 month is enough of a grace period? I really hope that global launch players don't get thrown into our arena. I could imagine downloading a game that has, you know, it's about to release for global launch thinking I'm gonna compete with everyone, okay, we're at the same floor, and then boom. tanky dwarf combo meta, or actually getting soloed by Rog. Is Rog? I haven't actually taken a look at Rog. How is he? I saw Arapas with his one-man Rog defense, staying strong. Raid is poop. I don't enjoy it. Nah, I'm lying to myself when I say I'm still enjoying. I'm not enjoying Raid, but I'm still logging in. Soon equals 2+ years later. Right. Soon there will be another Raid Battle Pass. That's a burn, Ninja. How are you doing? Thanks for hanging out. No worries, my friends list is small, trying to work on it. Team A, like I said, just I gotta get a role for party of 3. Hopefully after stream I'll be able to get on that. And hopefully that can help with everyone's party of 3s expiring. I feel like if you're missing out on your party of 3, I don't know. There's just so much progression. I mean, most of it's RNG, but the chance of getting even a legendary 6-star piece with a crit rate sub can just enhance your DPS early on. You can add listless if you have 9 free slots. Thank you, listless. I have to check how many slots I have. Let me see what I'll see after this endless trials. Crit, how many slots do you have? Thank you. Rog, Radira, Hacker, and Corrupt Orc, pretty fun in tower. Bill, no Charles. Now they will start Realm 1. Okay. 2 days till the Realm 7 noobs join. You think so? 2 days till the Realm 7 noobs join Realm 8. How many other realms are there right now? Jokar, I'm not a PvPer. I really know nothing about it. I know nothing, Jon Snow. No, you know nothing. Got Charles too. His A5 is dodging me though. Oh. Make sure you're using your small summons. And then pray. $14 free slots now. So many people quit after the... Dude, a lot of people quit after the nerf. Lots of people. I think half my friends list is probably inactive. Gotta clean my friends list. A lot of same. For anyone not doing their endless trials, I forgot to say, crit right now. Crit, start your endless trials with me. Get it done early. I know it just reset, but I promise you're gonna feel better. You're not gonna have to be grinding out when there's 2 hours, 1 hour left. Get it done early. He's really put the whales together, plus me the dolphin. How's the dolphin life, Jokar? Aren't you like top? What rank are you in Arena? How's Mythic? Talk to me about Mythic. Have you cleared it yet? I've collected 25 heroes so far, only at the end of my first week, so I'm not too tilted. 2,500, Bill. GZ. I know a lot of those, like, once you start building out a lot of your 6 stars and you stop 6-starring for a little bit, your uncommons will actually stack up, and you can you can banish the greens. You can start banishing them and then only using the grays as your food. It's nice. It is a nice thing to have. I feel like starting a new account when global launch hits. Really, Bo? You're not happy with your current one? Oh, man. I've invested too much time and, yeah, too much time in my account to start over. The dolphin life is good. You're rank 2. Okay, so it's pretty sweet. Joker are the top 3 dolphin kick W. I never do it when 1 to 2 hours left. It's like 5 AM for me. Okay, I usually do it when there's 1 to 2 hours left, so this is why it feels good. It feels nice not having to worry about that. I might make a free-to-play account, but re-rolling will be so boring. See, I re-rolled for my pay-to-play account. But to be honest, that might be something I will take a look at doing in the future. Either that or trying out another gacha. I don't know, something. Once I run out of energy from all these Ash runs. I still banished enough greens to get the 5 summons. I guess they're capped. Figure it was worth. Oh yeah, Bill. It's always nice starting to do that. And then just use your grays, right? You get so many grays. After a while, you don't need as much fodder. Listless, what would you re-roll for, Ciara? Apologies to any of my fellow raid brethren out there trying to recover. I have to get my faction war keys done. Not sure whether to go extreme and do Urian Ciara, just Ciara Nat William. Wait, did they nerf Nat? I heard someone in chat saying something about Nat being nerfed, but I didn't see it in... Nice. I see you guys adding each other. That's always good. And feel free to ping me or ping the A Senpai role. It's a lot easier if you ping the A Senpai role, just because I can actually see the ping. I get a notification from the Discord. Just let me know if you guys have a party of 3 if I'm available. I would love to take it down for you. one thing making a second account go free to play, and another to just dump my account that I spent a couple hundreds on. Sickness, are you thinking about doing that? Please don't. Please enjoy your main account. I mean, I feel like there's so much content in the game for me right now, but I do understand if like you're a free-to-play player, you might start an alt account because you're out of stamina, or you're a low-spend player. It's definitely worth doing. But for me, there's just so much stuff for me to still do in this game daily that I don't have the free time to start a new account. Still have plenty of Ash runs I have to do. My endless trial, all my arena tokens that I accidentally redeemed. Gotta take that. You're level 68, so you'd never start over. Oh, the grind, right, Bone? It has definitely been the grind. Acid Burn, thank you so much for that follow. Are you playing Ace right now? Put only one person in my death. Unfortunately, they still win. Have you been seeing that? Because I still get points for having a one-man defense too. I was trying to D-rank, but it's really hard when that happens. Unless you put Rog in your defense, you're just trying to be toxic. All these nubs in Realm 7 hitting Legend and not putting an easy defense so I can put... Wait, you're in Realm 7 right now, Listless? No way. Realm 7. You get 5 Sacreds from hitting Legend? To be honest, after spending some in the game, I realized that just buying the 2 monthly boosters and not spending anything else is enough to enjoy the game and have enough stamina to farm. I'm right there with you, Sickness. I have not spent for a long time. I mean, when I say long time, it's been 2-3 weeks. But still, I've been running on the monthly subscriptions. Those are always nice, the 400 diamonds a day. You get plenty of diamonds if you do your endless trials, you're logging in, you're doing your dailies, you're doing your arenas. It is definitely sufficient. Of course, if you're a hardcore grinder, it's not going to be enough. I put up a Charles with a 30% counter set. Oh, I see. So you're definitely being toxic, Acid Burn. Probably a Max Charles, some nutty gear. You're baiting in the noobs. A long time since yesterday. I have faith in you, Sickness. You got this. We got this together. To be honest, I've really just been waiting for global launch. See how things boil over. It's that game you play in on the corner of your screen. It is Raid. The almighty Raid Shadow Legends. The 5-star top Google Play rated game of the year. Wait, let me pull up the copy pastas. I think I bought a Rage Pack 2 days ago. It's not a game, it's a disease. Yeah, we have a few recovering Raid fellow RSL members here. Pretty much, someone gotta teach him. Just waiting for RTA. Dude, I always say I'm waiting for RTA, but then I just get steamrolled, and then I stop doing my RTA. Do you have a team comp you're planning to use in RTA? Because I've not even thought about that. It really depends on what kind of RTA system they go with, right? Hey, a little stretch? Okay. Okay. 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm back. I am back. What did I miss? Raid is indeed a disease. Played that game for 2 months, spent 2 salaries and still sucked. Quit that game, kept the next salaries. Sounds like you were a smart man. Depends if it's 4v4, 3v3, 5v5. Yeah, absolutely. If I was thinking, you know, like the typical... I say typical standard from Epic 7 Summoners Horde. I know there are a few other games out there that do RTA, but usually they have the 4v4 format. That's what I would hope for. 4v4 pick and ban phase, that's like the evolved version of RTA that I would prefer. Honestly, I like 2 bans now. I've been seeing it a lot lately. Too early for sure, but just build obvious things like nukers for... Dude, Lightwing Zac, he seems like a strong RTA candidate. RTA is about having options, absolutely. Yeah, I'd assume they go with the 4v4, 5 heroes picked, 1 gets banned. That's what I'm hoping for. But I don't know, I like the 2 ban. It might be too early in the game to have 2 bans. Well, I don't know, I do like the 2 bans once the roster gets a little filled out. But the pick and ban phase is my favorite. Has anyone else played a different version of RTA? For anyone who's played Kingdom of Heroes, the RTA in there is different for sure. That's more of like a chess type game, though. Actually, this is kind of like chess too. E7 has 2 bans. They each, yeah. I like the pre-bans and then the actual ban, but that usually happens once the game roster gets a little more in depth. Lightwing Zac would be fun for RTA. I think the issues they'll have is... Oh, definitely. Dude. Balancing this tank meta is going to be rough. You know, just having... just not being able to lap with speed already... like, puts the tank meta above everything. I'm actually curious how they plan on balancing it, or is it just gonna be tank meta forever? They're gonna have to release some like nice ass units, maybe some anti-revive tank or DPS units, or I And they're also gonna have to release some non-LD units for the plebs. For me, I cannot get those LD5s. Yeah, there's so many permatanks to ban though. I would play the shit out of auto chess on this game. I like the chess games. Acid, you should. I mean, it's kind of a dead game now, but you should have checked out Kingdom of Heroes a few years ago. It was one of the more fun chess games. Auto chess too. Auto chess is kind of fun. Really, Ace is more of a chess game than anything, just because you have one round for both players. If it's still tank meta when RTA Guild Wars comes out, I'll be quite disappointed, right? Because it's just gonna be your best tanks. Good luck. And usually how games, at least I've seen Epic 7 for RTA, how they balance the tank meta and stuff. After a few rounds, they'll bring in that passive lower health, lower defense, increase attack. Right? Isn't that, at least that's how I feel like they tried to balance that in RTA. Let me finish. I have a few glyphs that I have to finish on Zitlin. So that is the plan. Let me make sure I have enough bonuses. We need an A-League ignore defense that is an 8.1% pull, right? We need a Lucian. Oh, dude, Lucian? I think if we just had some really good tank buster option units out there. Right now there's nothing crazy. I know there are a few single target units that have a lot of burst damage, but there is nothing crazy. Like Lucian material. But Lucian was broken for all of SW lifespan. I don't know if that was a good or bad thing, but he definitely did put the tanks in their place, right? There's some comps that can do decent against a tank meta, but most people just... What team, Acid? What team are you using? I need to know. I know people build Borden, Antanua. They'll either speed up their DPS 160 plus, and then instead of bringing Winstrix, they'll bring in like Brand. And they'll really just try to get as much stats so they can damage or cleave them down. Hold on. This is not on speed. And then also, you know, Dark Orc on stun set is so toxic. That was Urian until he got changed. Listless, I actually like Urian's buff. I think he's going to be a really strong opening unit for a cleave team. The fact he's a light unit, he gets that innate precision bonus against non-light, light and dark units. He also has elemental advantage, AoE attack down. I think he's gonna be nice. I think the best way to counter it would be depth piercing sets, right, Acid? That would be pretty sweet. Some savage pieces and ace. Lydia ult when crit ignores 50% defense. Has anyone actually built Lydia? I'm sure some like whales have But really, yeah, I haven't actually seen any Lydia gameplay. I haven't gone against Lydia. Maybe in bounty hunt stages or Void Tower. Oh, Lydia's so garbage. Buttonist, do you have Lydia? The unfortunate thing about Lydia is it's hard to judge because she requires so much investment. A5, good gears. Make the crit rate set a 2-piece. Revival on Rog, Ricard, Charles is broken. Is that what you're trying out right now, Listless? Dude, how is Rog? I haven't really looked at him. I've seen him everywhere on defense. I know he's like really strong on defense because he deals like a true HP damage whenever he's attacked. Something like that. Give Lydia A1. Only place I've used Lydia is on Guild Boss. How was she there, Smoke? Was she nice? Was she counterattacking often? Did her dodge... Is her dodge rate not high enough? I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about her in Guild Boss, but I was thinking about her more so in like Guild Wars, RTA, PvP. I know it's kind of hard, probably hard to bring her with like the Ricard, tanky dwarf comps that you run into. Yeah, she's also blue, so good luck. Good luck against Ricard. Champions like Lydia are endgame and max champs.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I agree with you, Acid. She is like, she's one that will start shining in the end game probably. Maybe when more PvP content comes out.
It's hard to tell.
I'm sure you can have fun with her in endless trials if you start stacking the dodge artifacts. But also, you know, her value might skyrocket if we get a dodge set, a gear set for dodging. If we get a dodging buff. I don't know, do we have a dodge buff? I don't think so. But if we get like a dodge buff, that kind of stuff, that's when those dodge characters' value skyrockets.
A nightmare that you thought was real, but really isn't. Streams are weird.
What is the correct min-max for her? I was looking at the recommendations for her in game, and it says you're supposed to, or she pairs well with Bruzak. I kind of, and honestly, maybe because he provides a lot of mitigation for those like squishier DPS. Accuracy down is the closest dodge buff. It's nice. Is she the only one with, like, does Lydia have accuracy down? I thought so, maybe? There's a dodge buff? Hey. Buy deer, an elite unit. Okay, so maybe if they come out with a unit that gives the buff to others, that's gonna increase her viability. Good shout, Smoke. Thank you. Red 6, how are you doing today? Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great day. I hope you're having a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for stopping by, Red. Puts up defense up and dodge on himself. Selfish unit. Only a self dodge buff. Her passive gives 20% dodge and A5 adds 20% more if under 50% health. And I think that's why they recommend pairing her with Brusak, because that kind of synergizes with her passive. His trait and her ascended trait are Naisu. His basic applies accuracy down. Back right here. Actually, I lied. I do have her in gear, so I'll let you know now. Yeah, let me know under. Who else has Buttness? Buttness has an A1. Buttness, how do you feel? Have you tried her in, you know, some decent DPS gear? And it's hard to say. I don't know what set is best on her. Dodge is an RNG joke and not worth considering. Super unreliable, right? You understand how unreliable evasion is if you're an Epic 7 player. For example, Rylet, he never dodges, even though he has a 50% dodge chance. Just super unreliable. I prefer to like build for the like other abilities within the character's stats than trying to go for the RNG dodge. But I can see like if there becomes a character who can give dodge buff to Lydia especially, her viability, her value is gonna go up. Assassin set probably best set for her, honestly. More RNG, I like it, I like it. And those RNG units are really fun for PvP too. If you do glass cannon, she can hurt tanks bad, but you need a good buff team. Have you looked at Brusak? I feel like Brusak is really good for her. I don't know why. What are the best spells for Ashe? Teammate, it really depends on your team. What's your team comp? Anyone know if the new battle pass starts tomorrow? I'm not sure, Red. I'd hope not. I'd hope they'd wait for global launch. That's something I would do. Red, did you see the new Magic Pass unit is going to be Firebrand? Pretty hype. Okay, your Ashe team is William, Hacker, Nat, and Connor. What floor are you on, teammate? William, Hacker, Nat, and Connor. Honestly, teammate, if you post in the Discord, we might be able to help. Might be able to help you a little easier there. For that team, though, I would use defense down and probably the 15% heal or Shield of Mercy. So hype. Buttness, do you not have a brand yet? You just want her attacked? Yeah, you want her to attack because her special and ultimate are 200% damage. Lots of damage. I can see her being like a crazy nuker. It's just I don't know how she fares in this current meta. Wow, Brandon's next battle pass is kind of nice, right? And Raid still hasn't even come out with their second one. How long has it been? Rip the dream. I would run more like Brand, Lydia, Seacane, and a good cleave. I can see it, Acid. You could do like Brand, Kane, Yolanda, and Lydia. That would be toxic as heck. Because yeah, in order for they would have to focus your Lydia down. Maybe, or would that team not be enough damage? And if they decided to focus your Lydia, there'd be the chance of dodging. And then if they actually got a hit, Yolanda would revive her. She gives a shield anti-crit based off of lost HP. Lots of options. Trying 10 right now? Okay. Yeah, let me know when you post in there. Actually, I can look right here. I would take a hacker and I have A2 Brand, but A0 hacker. At least you have one, right, Acid? And you can fuse them too. I'll trade you for my constant fusion legend. Dude, buttness. Okay, I mean, I should... Hold on, let me get ready. I have to knock on wood. I have not pulled a single fusion unit yet. Let me knock on wood, though. Fusion legendary unit. I've pulled fusion epics though, not legendaries. Tia now because of the magic pass, but that's still not pulling her. How unlucky has it been, Buttness? Have you pulled like 4 Savannahs, like listless? Wait, listless. Do you have a lot of Savannahs? Can't remember who has like a crazy amount of Savannah pulls. I have an A6 Akron and a couple spares. Nice, listless. Make sure to send those spares to me. I have an A2 Hakron. I use all of my Hakron dupes for Cyrus to get past the Ascension 4 legendary. You just got him from a fusion? Nice. Pretty tilting. Over 1/3 of my legendary pulls from any source, even to a Aben fusion chance. You hate to see it. I mean, you hate to see it, but at the same time, it does save you resources, so that you love and hate to see it. It's like a G's rip. Like, go back to the old days when you pulled fusions in SW, and people were like, G's, RIP. Pulled Cyrus, don't really mind, get to skip 1 fusion grind. Right, Phil? I mean, that's super important and helpful for anyone, really. Phil, have you started building up your Cyrus? Have you used her? I know she's really strong in Tulpa. Has anyone tried Cyrus in PvP? She has a crazy base speed, so I don't know, I feel like she has potential somewhere. In my first 2 would be nice to navigate Angela, Brand, or Mythation. Well, I mean, it looks like you're picking up the magic pass, right, Buttness? So for my Winstrix, Santis, Azrina, and Edicris are all max ascension. Dude, Acid, I pulled a lot of Edicris as well. GZ on A6, Winstrix, Santis, Azrina, and Edicris. My only max epics have been Jacob and just Jacob so far. Either 5 star. Oh yeah, Phil. No, I see. Shame on me. I keep forgetting that you're like a really recent player, 1 week in, right? My bad. You have been grinding. You understand your early game goals. Oh yeah, nice. That's an easy brand then. Never pulled a Santis, have to fuse them all. Same. Actually, no, I can't say same. I pulled one Santis, but I have fused them all to Cyrus. So I'm Santis-less, but that's totally the grind, Smoke. It's nice that we're able to fuse them multiple times. They didn't touch poison in the patch, right? Yeah, I didn't see poison. How do you like Jacob Max? I wanted him for PvP because of the dude. Jacob is nice. He is really nice. I don't have mine built out yet, but I can totally see him being like usable in a lot of places. I'm an E7 player, so I've experience with ML Tenebria, and then Assassin Kali. A lot of stealth units and stealth comps can be made, and I don't know, it's just really nice when a unit cannot be targeted unless there's an AoE damage dealer, something like that. And the fact that you can control and pick whatever defense you can go into kind of makes it even better. You bring him into like a bunch of single target damage dealers, he's never going to be touched. What? Okay. Hold on, chat. Be right back. Waifu needs some help. Let me get a battle right. Actually, we haven't done a boss battle. Boss? Does anyone want to do a boss battle? I'm gonna get it started while I am BRBing. Boss battle easy. So you have 120 seconds for anyone who does want to join this. I think I'm gonna be a priest. You do !join and then whatever role. There are 3 options: warrior, priest, and mages. Okay, BRB guys. BRB, please join up. Okay, alright. We're back. Whose turn is it? Damn, we got a lot of people in here. Is it going? Alright, Red, it's your turn. You're up. What move are you gonna do? Jokar, we're doing a boss battle right now. Mage sucks. Gemini 12, let's see it. Dude, Gemini 12. My guildie has like a 50-second Gemini 12 team. Or he did. I don't know if he still does. 6-star focus right now is Hacker and Charles. Seorc for Tower, Cyrus and Hector for Tulpa after that. I could probably gear a Queen team. Charles, Hacker, Nadir, Rogue, and Ash 12. I have Hydri, Ciara, William +1. Wait, so Phil, do you have a dungeon team already developed? 6-star focus right now. I know you said you're focusing on Tower, and that's always a really smart move to get those passive rewards, you know, resets monthly, bunch of goodies in there. Alright, I'm up. It's my turn. Let me see. Has anyone... Focus. I'm gonna go focus. Let's go. My Gemini 12 is about... Dude, 1 minute. 1 minute Gemini 12 teams. That's insane. Yeah, what is your team, Smoke? Please share. OP poison team, right? Has to be. No way. They nerfed Borden a bit. It's like they want tank meta forever. Or to live forever, right, Smoke? That's what it seems like. It's a nerf for him if you used him as burst damage, which a lot of people in Arena did. But it's a buff for him if you use him in long fights. Yeah, I think that's all I needed, to be honest. I think that is Gucci. Get poison for the win. Kenny, what's going on? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. They are fixing Valak. What do you mean fixing? So isn't an actual gameplay nerf to him, or is it? Because I know it was a bug. I don't know if it was happening often. If people were abusing it, let me know. I did not build Valak. Alright, I am going back into Ash 12. We gotta stay here for a little bit. Okay, Charles is a boss. Solo carries my def in arena, helps me with tower a lot. Dude, Charles is disgusting. Like, he has to be nerfed. There's no way Charles is not getting nerfed. For anyone who has been lucky enough to use him, congratulations. Charles is a secret LD Lego right now. Has 100% taunt on his basic attack. No cap scaling for defense. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, what? I think it could be faster with Eve Santis, Ganj, and Gahar. Oh, I don't know. I do not have an Eve listless. Maybe Zitlin instead of Gahar. I'm curious if Zitlin's gonna work in any of the in Gemini, in Harpy. Oh shoot. Smutzel, it is your turn. Yeah. You guys are on it. Hoping I can get to 5k in arena for the Lego potion for Gangelo. Good luck, man. Where are you at right now, Listless? I'm not close. I think I'm at like the bottom of 4k. Be honest, one reason I want to build Charles is because he's the best recipient of defense-based curse gear. True, Butness. If you have any defense-based curse gear and you're using it on him, let me know how that goes. That sounds disgusting. Having that true damage hit twice. Oh my goodness. He is really the only one that that makes that piece or that set OP on him, with those stats, of course. Valak passive is 50% chance to apply poison when allies attacked. Currently triggers for each ally on AoE attack, so 50% times 4. And they're just removing it back to just the initial 50% times 1. It's fully auto, so I don't know. Suffering from success. Lurk time, have fun. Thanks for hanging out, Buttoness. Have a good rest of your day. I was about to say that about Valak. That's pretty interesting. So it's not gonna super stack, right? But he still seems usable. He still sounds usable. It might just add additional turns or rounds to whatever boss you were fighting him with. Okay, so he might not be good. Damn. Yeah. Well, a lot of the elites are just so disgusting. Wait, did I miss my turn? I think I missed my turn. Jokar, we cannot duel. Still in the raid. SSG on Discord just showing how I... Okay, thank you. Let me look. Dude, okay. 2400 defense. Nasty resistance, dude. I'm sure you're traumatizing anyone who is like, oh, one-man defense, this is gonna be easy. People are gonna learn about how OP Charles is just from you, Acid. Disgusting counterattack build. Yeah, it definitely depends how they do it. Like, for example, is it a 50% on each target or 150% chance after the fifth? Yeah, so I was thinking the second one. If it's the second one, then it's definitely not going to be as good. But the first option is still going to be really good, viable. Kenny, have you built up Valak? For anyone using poison in Gemini, you probably have. Gosh, how long does it take? Just beat him? Your Valak got eaten by Santis? I still know I use poison rather on Gemini, but die after the poison change on Gem 12. Kenny, well, if you're looking to build Valak right now, he like makes Gemini 12 1 minute or less run. I don't know if you have like the gear investment though. Still crazy unit. You free to guide me on Void Tower routines tonight? Yeah, man. Dude, just go Charles Brand, Hackerin, and Blackhorn. Auto. Easy. Aim for 50% focus on Brandon. Charles, at least 160 speed or whatever faster than the wave really does help out with the taunts. No Charles? Oh, I don't know then. No Charles? I don't know if I would have beat hard without Charles, to be honest. No Charles. I'm sure we can find something. We doing hard mode. You want the real hard experience. I got you, listless. Man, I keep forgetting my turn. Okay, how are you doing, Flav? Probably being stupid, but need some help. I'm working through hero development and stuck on critical strike set. I have a rage set at plus 12%. What am I doing wrong? I think you just have to have it equipped. Oh, wait. Unless that's the set that's referring to critical strike set, everything at plus 12. Then it's going to be 4 pieces plus 12. Flav, are you in the Discord? Honestly, if you just send me a screenshot of that mission, I can help you out. Or I can look after this Ash run. Let me just look after the Ash run. Probably easier. I refuse to build Ricard, Charles, and Rock. You're a man of culture. I got you. Critical strike. Okay. So it's just one piece. Any rage piece to plus 12. Not the full set, just one piece. Unless I don't think it's a full piece. I could have sworn it wasn't, or a full set. Could have sworn it was only one piece. Or it might have been the full set. Does anyone know for sure? Feels like it's been ages ago since I ran into this quest. Akron, do you remember what this quest was? Just one piece. Mine wasn't retroactive. Thank you, Phil. Just one piece. Yours wasn't retroactive. Okay. You have to plus 12 once you get to this mission. Just one piece. Thank you. That's what I thought. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Glitch. Red. Appreciate you. Hello. Coming here to get my ace picks. Akron, is your ace still broken? Would it be weird to put William on the Varus set? See if I can nuke down the initial wave just with the William S3. Mortal Strike. Why is it not reminding me when it's my turn? I hate gearing in this game. Need an Hell Hades optimizer. We should have Panzit make a optimizer for us. And I think they're improving. Are they improving it, Crit? They're improving something. Some quality of life within the gear management. Varus crit damage, William Keck W. Next project, Ace Optimizer. Should we hire Hell Hades to come make it? I've been slowly trying to cap hurt rate on my William. And then Zitlin too. It does actually add like a decent amount of damage that I just don't have to make up for. Alright, it's my turn. It is my turn. Let me see. Heal. Do I heal myself? Yeah. Or do I heal you, Kenny? Kenny, I got you. They are added a gear swap. I don't know if it's a gear swap feature, listless. I don't know. The wording was just very confusing. It says right here, gear added quick swap function and gear enhancement. Is that a gear swap feature, or is that just like swapping between the gear pieces when you're enhancing them? And then also they're adding... Yeah, they're adding some filters, crit. Need some filters in gear enhancement window. Added sort function to all gear types. Show the hero icon equipped with certain gear in manage gears. Oh no. This is not... It's not looking good. Oh my gosh. This boss is really hard. You guys think I can just keep healing myself? Nope. This week I remove all my gears from all heroes. Love gearing heroes. Same, dude. Free gear unequip is amazing. Just love that regearing is free here. Absolutely, Phil. Phil, what gacha game did you play prior to this? SW, Raid, or Epic 7. All of those have a gear cost for unequipping and swapping over pieces. I think I'm dead. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. God, from Epic 7, the gear change cost was such a headache, right? Dude, it was like a major gear gold sink. And then finally they started busting out more unequipped events. But still, it's not as much as I'd like. Yep, can't win this, no way! RIP. SW had the free monthly at least. Yeah, but once a month is like nothing compared to this game, right? This game has been spoiling the shit out of us. Raid can't even afford a free unequip event. They just do like 1 month in the year, they'll have a 50% off. Damn, GG guys. We will get them next time. Come from SW, I'm at a point of having enough mana to regear costs as meh, but it's still nice. Alright, Jokar, this is the last one I can accept from you. You're taking all my diamonds. I can't duel anyone else. You're punking me, man. You started off with the major crit. I don't get it. But I also feel like SW, the gear cost was improved when they changed RTA runes. They made it separate from the actual like farming runes, right? That was so nice. Ooh, he didn't do Phil, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. Alright, GG, Jokar. GG. have to wait like 2 weeks and use your free gear swap time all at once to take care of like 30 champs. Right, Acid? Dude, when I was younger, I was so crazy. And Summoners were with the monthly gear reset, or the monthly free gear unequip. I would ungear all of my units and just start fresh. And I would try to do that like every other month or so. It's just so crazy. No gear optimizer or anything. I wish I used the SW gear rune optimizer. That was really nice. I swear, every time I'm here, it's the same dungeon on repeat. Ace just has the best content. What's going on, Jay? Yeah, Ace, I mean, it has pretty decent content for, yeah, see my gear progression, my where I'm at in the game, how much money I put in the game, I'm burning out on things to do. Really, I'm just doing the resets and stuff. I'm at the point of my Ace lifespan where it's farming gear. Stuck in the gear farm. How's Dislight? Your avatar looks so glitchy. Listless, oh my goodness, you're letting him punk you. No more duel. I cannot get punked from the Jokar anymore. Cannot accept Jokar. Jokar has like a 6-0 win. Yeah, a winning streak on me. It's insane. Jay, I have developed a less than 1 minute Ash 12 team though. So something to kill my diamonds even more. Who can fight 12k? It's 7-0, no fake news please. Oh yeah, there's a cooldown. It's pretty hype. Can't even do Ash 12 still. Jay, have you seen? There's like a Mary White, like I don't know if it's the White Wolf or some uncommon wolf that's able to do Ash 12. Really budget. All it does is require some decent damage dealing pieces. Have you been grinding Dislight lately? I can't seem to get it to start on my blue stacks. It's broken. A wolf, yes sir, a wolf. I could send you the link in Discord if you'd like. Actually, I think it's in the server. If you just scroll up for the channel Arcane Dominator. The only thing I grind at the moment is Arc Knights. Dude, throwback. I like it. How's Arc Knights been? I have not... I think I stopped hearing or seeing too much stuff about Arc Knights when Tectone had his scandal and stuff. But it is a really fun game. I love tower defenses. It was nice to see that come back alive. Jokar, I said I can't accept any more duels from you today, my friend. Gosh, Mewtwo is 25k soon. Yes. Their anniversary starts today. That's pretty hype. Any juicy events? Good summon pulls. I grind Ace again once it's on iOS. Jay, 3 more days, man. Cannot believe it's just around the corner. Listless, you're still on cooldown. You hate to see it. just a lot of 5 stars and ton of mats for 6 starring. Arc had a lot of customization, or they had, and also their story for each character was nice. I wasn't able to stick with it, unfortunately. The home basey games, I can never. The only similar game to Arknights that have actually stayed grinding to the end game has been Alchemy Stars. I don't know if you've tried it out, Jay, but Alchemy Stars is beautiful. It's a solo player game, but really enjoyed. Arc was so boring. I mean, it's not for everyone. It definitely has its niche. Man, I played Alchemy Stars for like 6 or 7 months, and then I kind of just quit logging in, but they've changed so much since the very beginning. I want to check back with Alchemy Stars. Beautiful and boring Joker. You are not a fan of the Coltree games, I see. I do agree with you. Alchemy Stars was only boring for me because, you know, I had passed all the content they had at the time, and my daily grind that's where I was at, you know, at the daily grind point. Just could not manage it in my schedule anymore. PvE games are for noobs. There are leaderboards in Alchemy Stars now. There's events, right? You can compete for leaderboards, highest scores. Got you for 1 month. Okay. I mean, it definitely is not for everyone. 7 Nights was my first major gacha, and you played it for over 2 years. That's nice. I see. 7 Nights was one of those gachas that I didn't try for too long because when I found out about it, it was just too late in the game to actually compete, or I don't know. I'm a competitive guy. That's where I find the fun. So yeah, that's where I didn't really pick it up. But 7 Nights 2, did you look at that, Acid? I'm not sure if they're like related, 7 Nights 1 and 7 Nights 2. I tried 7 Nights 2 and it seemed like an auto-pather a little bit, but I heard there was more depth to it. 7 Nights was really fun. Same, Jokar. I found out about it too late. I think the game style's different though, right? When I found out about 7 Nights, they were giving away like some OP units. That's how far in the game was. They're giving away like select tickets, like OP 6-star max units that weren't probably OP because there's a lot of grinding to do. 7 Nights is a cash grab, nothing more. Or yeah, 7 Nights too. I watched Whitey's video on it and it kind of swayed me away from trying it. I played it and there's a lot of the original characters but completely different gameplay. Like it, but I was invested in E7 in this game, so I was about to release, so I chose this. Good decision, Acid. Good decision. Sounds like you're quite the gacha player. Arknight, or 7 Nights, not Arknights, that's shit. 7 Nights, E7, now Ace. Sounds like you're quite the experienced player. What has been your favorite gacha so far? Is it E7? Personally, I have different favorites for different aspects within gacha games. E7's animations are like top tier, and their events and their side stories. E7 is just top tier for me. I'm biased though. I spent a lot of time playing it. Yeah, Music Box got destroyed. Wait, can you see that in the chat, listless? I didn't think you could see that. I was gonna fix it after the stream. E7 because of the collabs. Sucker for collabs. Me too. I mean, okay, but at first, Epic 7, the collabs were kind of trash. Because it was just the Guilty Gears collab twice. I was a little sad. And then they popped out ReZero, Slime. Kind of made up for it. Favorite gacha is the buggy ass one I'm going broke on. Your favorite gacha is gonna be the one you're gonna make, right? That has to be your favorite, Jay. ReZero and Slime Isekai is just too good. Those units were too strong, Acid. When they showcased the new ML, I thought it was going to be another collab, but with So What I'm a Spider? Wait, which ML are you talking about? Have they released anything after Elias? Same one. Dude, I still can't wait to try it out. I've been getting hyped just thinking about it, Jay. What's her face? Fire tank with gun? Oh man, Acid, you're gonna make me log into E7. Same. I haven't logged in for a few days. I say a while, but yeah, it's only been a few days. Yes, log out a raid into E7. Alright, alright. Is that what the people want? The people do not want to see raid. They're tired of raid. Sick of the abuse. I get it. Let me log out real quick. I actually just had to reset all of my BlueStacks instances, so bear with me, please. Might take a minute. Listless, you didn't tell me if you were hyped for your LDs. How do you feel about Imogen? Alright, 1 second. Let me trim this real quick. only LD I have is Evelyn first on. I mean, that's not a bad LD to have, right, Acid? Dark Nick, I'm super hyped to use after buff. Lots of damage. Soon to be coming, right? I can't believe they buffed him, to be honest. I mean, like I said earlier, I have no experience with Dark Nick whatsoever, but he looked bonkers. Yeah, and Eve is the same. Not too hyped about Imogen until I try her out. Let me reset this transformation. Okay, I hope that's better.